I be pulling up, showing out, yeah. I'm the best at it, I'm the best at it. Always catch me up, I ain't never down, no. I'm the best at it, I'm the best at it. Never got a problem, I'm the one that solve them. Always feeling awesome, yeah. I'm the best at it, I'm the best at it.
Aaliyah Zealous. Thank you for coming to visit me at my tower, the White Spider Tower. Sometimes I'm writing, sometimes I'm blending teas, and sometimes I'm making magical products. Tonight, I'm trying to figure out if it's time for me to start my next novel. And I haven't written a novel in years. 3 to be exact. I have big plans in this little author heart of mine. I don't just want to create stories, I want to create immersive worlds. I want to recreate that being swept away feeling that I often got when I read when I was younger. There are many scents and songs that are heavily ingrained in my memory because they're heavily ingrained with the book that I was reading at the time of me experiencing them. One day, I want to have my own book conferences, my own book boxes, custom tea blends, book balls, and other literary events. And that all starts here, in the silence of the night with my cup of tea. But I think I'm going to finish this one and brew a fresh one. Tonight feels charged, and I want to capture the creativity with something a bit more invigorating, but still quite cozy. Tonight, I want to work on designing something for future book boxes. I want something to help me focus, but also something that's comforting and cozy. I don't know if I want to make my blend the witching hour or if I want to create something new. You know, a couple of years ago, I used to make this smoothie called Black Heart that I used blackberries and rosemaries to make. I don't know why that's coming to mind now. Usually when I want something cozy, I would go for a cacao tea or like a spiced tea, like a spiced chai. I want to feel uplifted and focused, but also comforted, something creamy because I'm a milk tea girl. Or at least something velvety on the tongue. I think I know what I want. Let's do some hojicha, some cinnamon, rosemary, and a couple of other odds and ends. Tea. Having a cup of tea inspires so much creativity for me. I feel stimulated. Your senses are the easiest way to put you in a certain mood and a certain headspace to create the experience that you want. Coming up with a blend or going back to a favorite blend because you know the type of enjoyment and sensation that you'll get from it already puts you in a headspace of creating the experience that you want. If I want to feel comforted, I make something cozy. If I want to feel energized, I make something uplifting. If I want to lock in, I make something that helps me focus. And when I decide on the flavors that I want, they sometimes correlate to what I'm trying to create. It's like it becomes the flavor of the world that I'm creating, or it becomes the vibe that's imbued in the project that I'm working on. It's a part of the building block for my creative process, and I feel like I'm experiencing the story and stepping into the story long before I even make it to my writing desk. Remember when I was talking about designing something for my future book boxes? What I want to design are fantasy candles. I saw these candle molds on Amazon one day, and I didn't know that candles could be so intricate and beautiful. Now, of course, I love candles, and I've made one before, but it was more so a generic pillar candle that I made from old wax and a Pringles can. I want to design candles that are inspired by the queendom I've been living in for years now, and that's the queendom of Hyvina from my novel Royal Jelly. This is the Pinterest board of Royal Jelly that I made over 5 years ago when it was just a baby idea. And these were the visuals that I used and designs that I used to inspire the visuals and my writing style when I was writing the book, as well as the visuals for my covers and any type of fan art. And this will be exactly what I used to inspire the candle designs for tonight, using my handy dandy sketchbook. These are 3 concepts that I have in mind. Since Royal Jelly is such a big focal point throughout the story, I want to create a fantasy flower that would double as the Euphorbia flower from the book. This would have a sweet and floral and kind of amber scent similar to honey. The second one that I want to make is a crown of some sort to signify the regalness and the royalty within the book. And I want the scent to be regal with a hint of brightness. The third one, I'm kind of thinking of a hooded figure to signify the sages in the book and to signify the mysterious and dark themes within the book, but I'm also pushed towards designing a dress, one of the royal dresses that the dwarf queens or Queen Nasira wear. I feel like that could also tell a lot about the story and a lot about the beauty and what the queendom values within the story. I wanted this one to be musky and mysterious. Maybe I'll do a combination of both, just make a very darkly themed royal dress. We'll see. Remember when I said that tonight may be the night to start a new novel? I think I'm gonna do it. And technically, this world that I'm revisiting isn't exactly new to me. It's a quaint little neighborhood where an eccentric house sits scaring away all the neighborhood children. while housing 3 mysterious and odd old ladies and their odd pets. I want to write the second installment to my novel, Crones. The only thing is, I haven't visited this world in a really long time, so instead of diving right back into it, I want to get reacquainted with it. I'm going to do that by reading my story outline from the first book to see if I left any clues and remnants there for the second book, which I'm sure that I did because when I finished the first book, I knew that there was going to be a second book. So I'm sure that I had ideas from back then that I jotted down, as well as this is going to reacquaint me with the original story to begin with. So let's dive into some old digital archives, shall we? But first, let's have an ice cream break. I'm taking an ice cream break at midnight because I'm an adult and there's literally nobody here to tell me no. So the ice cream was a bad idea. I did wind up getting ice cream drunk. I have some tea, yerba mate, because I need the caffeine. And I didn't start the book last night. I don't know if I'm going to start it today. Let me stop being a bitch. Yeah, I'm going to start it. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it.
Well versed in saying goodbye to the wrong ones. I get better at moving on every time. Always love me so much more after I'm long gone, but history is the furthest thing from my mind. Doing my thing, working on me. Only got eyes for diamonds. Yeah, I'm vibing. Lost what you had, you want it back, but I'm just fine, yeah. Sorry, I'm not crying. I'd rather be with nobody than with somebody who let me be someone to lose. I'd rather be with nobody than with somebody like you.
I've always romanticized older women because growing up in a community where traditional gender roles and societal standards and all of that were a high standard and heavily pushed, older women just always seemed like they didn't give a fuck. And I'd be super excited thinking about the kind of older woman that I would be because I would think about how I wouldn't give a fuck. But writing this book taught me that I don't have to wait till I'm older to not give a rat's ass. I think while I was writing this book from a teen's perspective, I was growing right alongside the main character, Nairobi. I think stories change us so deeply because it gives us a gentle guide to help us process emotions that we might not have processed otherwise, or may not have even felt safe enough to process or even know that we had to process to begin with. And sometimes I don't think that there's always a problem that needs to be solved, more so than that we just need to feel the full spectrum of our emotions and sit with what we're feeling so we can know what our personal truth about it is and how it sits in our bodies. I think each time that you're letting a story fully take you and fully engaging with the emotions and thoughts that come up while reading it, you're letting it change you. Well, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me in my tower, the White Spider Tower, and I'll see you again sometime.